Hi there, it's Wednesday the 14th of July 2021. We're continuing to look at the one another scriptures in the New Testament, how we are called to love one another and care for one another. And this week we're looking at how we are called to accept one another. And in what ways are we to accept one another? Well, we're looking at the life of Jesus, and what we are discovering is that God brought into Jesus' world different people at different times, and Jesus was presented with a choice of whether to accept these people or not, and whether to accept them in the way that they were brought to him, because people were brought to Jesus as people are brought into our world to perform certain functions in our life, to perform certain roles. Yesterday we saw that John the Baptist was brought into Jesus' life for a particular reason, and it was to be Jesus' baptizer. And Jesus had the choice whether to accept John as his baptizer or not, which of course he did. Here's another person that was brought into Jesus' world, Simon Peter. And Jesus was given the choice of whether to accept Simon Peter as one of his disciples or not. And in John chapter 1 verses 40 to 42, we read these words: Andrew, Simon Peter's brother, was one of the two who heard what John had said and who had followed Jesus. The first thing Andrew did was to find his brother Simon and tell him, "We have found the Messiah, that is the Christ," and he brought him to Jesus. Jesus looked at him, and here he is faced with the choice of whether to accept Simon Peter as one of his disciples or not, and he chooses to do so. And he says, "You are Simon, son of John. You will be called Cephas," which when translated is Peter. And Peter, of course, means a rock, and of course he was called to be one of the first disciples in